Alright, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda back here once again on the Outlast Trials, and in this video we are going to be covering the Toxic Shock Flashback Therapy, the fourth Flashback Therapy that we've had here in 2026. We're going to be getting one more of these next week, which will be Countdown, and then we will maybe be getting an update. That's what the speculation is, but so far we've covered Jaeger onboarding. Then we had Under Surveillance, followed by Deep Burn, and now we're here on Toxic Shock. And let me just preface this with saying that this is by far my least favorite of the events that are being run to in this flashback. I'm not a big fan of Toxic Shock, and thankfully at least we didn't just come off of like a cold snap run in Winter Kills. Winter Kills was, new and interesting this year with Permafrost, but Toxic Shock, which originally ran, it was actually the first event that ran following the full release of the game, so that's kind of interesting to note, but yeah, definitely not my favorite. The worst part about Toxic Shock is that unlike Cold Snap, which runs every 2 minutes, Toxic Shock runs every minute and a half, so you're having to hide a lot more often than on Cold Snap, which makes it a lot more annoying in my opinion. Now, of course, if you don't know, also here's the trial list: kill the Snitch, liquidate the Union, chillin' with the politician, seize the narcotics, redeem your freedom, sentence prosecuted, crush the toys, poison cattle, kidnap the mistress. If you're not aware what Toxic Shock is, basically every 90 seconds, which is the timer on it, the trial environment will fill with toxic gas, which will inflict permanent damage. Important to note that the damage is only permanent if you take a full health bar of damage, and the damage of Toxic Shock is far lower than the damage of Cold Snap, so if you tank the entire duration, it takes away about 1.5 bars of your health, so you will lose a full bar, and that damage is permanent in this case, although in like Escalation you can pair it with something like Permanent Damage the Variator, and then you can take the pills to get your health back even if it is removed by Toxic Shock. Not really relevant here, but interesting to note as far as how the Variator works. So yeah, that's the main thing for the event, and you need to hide in a hiding spot to avoid the damage. Additionally, the secondary objective paired with Toxic Shock is collect the rats. There are drugged rats around the trial that you need to pick up for tissue analysis. This one's pretty easy. It's kind of similar to Gifts, which is with Winter Kills, and they spawn fairly frequently, and they also make a little squeaking noise that you can hear in order to find them. You need to collect 5 of these in solo. We also have Increased Threat 2, Unreliable Doors, and Psychosurgery, and the additional tweaked variator for Toxic Shock here is Limited Hide Spots. So that's basically to make it more difficult to find a hiding spot when the Toxic Shock is taking place. Since this is only the level 1 version of Limited Hide Spots, it probably won't be that big of a deal to find somewhere to hide. Limited Hide Spots 2 really makes things hard, but they probably didn't want to go over the top with making this annoying. I'm actually interested. Okay, yeah, there's no limited hide spots on intensive difficulty, so yeah, worth noting, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as like tips for this, I've actually thought of something from something that's come to my mind from watching people play Invasion and seeing a lot of people complain about Invasion in particular. I feel like you could potentially utilize the Invasion blind cheese strategy to sometimes help you on Toxic Shock. Like if you set up a blind outside of a hiding spot and you're getting pursued and need to hide for Toxic Shock, you can go to that hiding spot and the blind should hopefully keep you safe in that regard. I don't really know. I'm going to bring blind for Kill the Snitch here, and you could also consider bringing Invisible, but I really don't think it is very good these days, and maybe I'll try it on some trials just for the fun of it, but Smash is definitely what I prefer here on Snitch at the very least, and we'll just go with the standard boosted. So pretty standard setup here, but still, I definitely think that potential. Why is the blind so small in the this icon's so little? The potential for blind is probably pretty high on this event. And additionally, we do have only one set of tasks here, which I've already completed some from doing Escalation. Importantly, Toxic Shock came out before tasks even existed. The tasks weren't released until the Bambino event, which was when Franco came out. So yeah, that's kind of curious just to know. So they did create a full list of tasks here for people to for people to do, even though they didn't exist back then. And we do have, you know, like the poster that you can get if you missed out on it. Actually, is there a Toxic Shock catalog? I know I'm kind of going on a long time here. There is, yeah. So the Toxic Shock catalog here has all the items. And as you'll see, Toxic Shock only ran one time. The old events had a lot of items. And this was before, again, before catalogs existed as well, before tasks. You had to get these by playing the event. So the number of items you see here, essentially there were a few that were automatically unlocked, but the number of items you see here was the number of trials you had to play in the event in order to get the items. I think like two, maybe three of them, like the poster, this room bundle, and this outfit were like already in your... You used to buy items in your sleep room cell at the mirror. That's where you would buy the items. So those three were already there, but all the other items, you had to play trials to get them to show up. And that's what made Geister 2023 such an insane grind, was the number of items you had to unlock by playing trials. So yeah, nowadays it's much easier to get all the items from an event catalog, but back then it definitely was more difficult. For these, all three of these events here, or all four of these first events, those were before catalogs, and then Countdown, I believe, is where catalogs started existing, if I remember right. So anyways, enough of my yapping and history lessons and whatnot. We're going to jump into the first trial, which is Kill the Snitch. I'll see you guys when we arrive at the police station. Just realized I forgot to actually talk about what the tasks were, so I can quickly go over those. You need to complete 7 to get the poster. Complete 5 trials, A+3 is pretty standard, and then we have complete the secondary objective 3 times, so 3 pretty easy ones there, as well as completing 2 trials of the special therapy at psychosurgery. So you can kind of see the blending of a part 1 and part 2 from the prior flashbacks that had 2 parts. These are, you know, like this, the psychosurgery one is one that you would normally see on like a part 2 set of tasks, but since this only has 1, then you know, that's why it's showing up here. Enter a hiding spot 30 times makes sense. It's all about hiding. This one is kind of funny. Enter a hiding spot 10 times in a single trial, so we'll have to do that. And then the ones I already completed during escalation were collecting 15 rats and collecting 6 rats in a single trial. So nothing too difficult in here, really. So yeah, we shouldn't have to worry about it. I'm going to pin the hiding spot one, although honestly certainly on Liquidate and Shopping Mall, I'll probably end up doing that by accident, maybe even here on Kill the Snitch, depending on how many times we actually get Toxic Shock. But anyways, yeah, we're going to jump in now to this trial. Let's see how we can do on Snitch. Good old Snitch. Everybody loves the classic Snitch. We got a health booster, which is not ideal. I mean, any booster that we get is pretty much useless unless it's a stamina booster, and even then we can at least get it from a from the secret room on this trial. Also important to note, once again, and this has seemingly been the case, here's one of our little rat friends, this has seemingly been the case on most of these flashbacks. We do not have limited items, so we shouldn't really struggle too much with finding things to use. We can grab a lockpick, why not? A little bit escalation brained at the moment, so need to remember that I don't really need to pick up healing items. And adrenaline is never a bad thing to have, though. Where's this giant? I don't see them. He's over there, so we can easily make it. Oh, was that? Oh, okay. I thought that was the long-haired guy for some reason for a second. Don't forget, by the way, to smash the like button down below, just like that, you know, just as we've demonstrated. I'm sure that will help you out. Wow, there's actually a medical thing in this room. I don't see that very often at all. We're going to quiet Cole down a little bit with the pause screen. Sometimes you got to do that. He does get a bit loud over there. Gonna need to do some rebirthing here pretty soon. I have been stocking up on also almost at 58 relapse, which is pretty cool. Ideally, if everything goes according to plan, although it may be a bit close because these longer videos do take quite a long time for YouTube to both upload and process. I hope to get this video out before the stream tonight, so I'll be doing a stream tonight on Friday night, little bonus stream. I usually stream on Tuesdays and Saturdays, but we're going to be doing some custom trials with Dash, Cots, and Blurriot, I believe, is the squad that is going for it tonight. That's going to be at around 9 p.m. Eastern, so be sure to tune in if you're interested in watching us get probably absolutely destroyed by some completely diabolical custom trials. Should be a good time. And then I should be streaming as usual tomorrow, although if you've been in the streams on Saturdays, you'll know I've oh, okay, hold on. You'll know I've had some pretty long ones recently, you know, like 10 plus hours. That probably won't be the standard for Saturday streams. It'll probably usually be, you know, somewhere from 5 to 7 hours, and I'll end them somewhere around 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern. You know, it'll vary. Sometimes I'll have days where I can do longer streams, but it's just kind of worked out that way in the last few weeks. But yeah, that will not be the standard exactly. What the hell? We have Jaeger coming out. Oh, and she was like masked by the screamers. Yell a little bit. This is kind of annoying. Although we will be able to ditch her once we get through the... Actually, I'm just going to go to the garage now, I think. I think it's too risky because we're going to get a toxic shock soon. And we don't want the Jaeger to kill us during that necessarily. There's the toxic shock. So thankfully we can lose the Jaeger just by leaving the garage. And I mean, we know there's a... That'll take too long. Pouncers are incredibly... There was a pouncer in that one spot too, right? Yeah, we hear them both. I think she went back to that barrel actually, or one of them did. So I mean, that's just incredibly unlucky. And of course I used my bottle that would have saved me from damage on this pouncer, who I then realized would take too long to get out of the hiding spot. What a ridiculous sequence right there. Well, guess we are not getting the flawless here. That'll only count as 1 damage overall on the grade, so it's not the end of the world, but I mean, that definitely sucks. I did not know there was a pouncer in that locker at all. I hadn't even heard it on my way down. I only heard the one that was in the barrel. Yeah, I wish they would change that potentially to make them get out of their hiding spot more quickly when you use a throwable on it. Especially the ones in the barrels have an extremely slow animation of getting out of the barrel. Get another rat there. Again, the rats are unlikely to be a concern as far as getting secondary done. Nowhere near as you know, intense as the prior 2 weeks. You know, schematics or broadcast can often take a while. And then also, of course, the deep burn barrels require some pretty intentional, you know, focused completion of them. You can't do those very passively, I guess is my point. But anyway, I'm actually going to get in this hiding spot right here. It's kind of sad. Coil was over there where I did the generator, so I was going to try and escape quickly, but I mean, I could have probably made it to that locker that I ended up in at the last toxic shock, but I don't know. I just didn't trust it. I mean, I saw that other pouncer go into the other locker over by the garage door that leads outside, but I don't know. Sometimes you just don't trust, you know? That's not ideal. Coil has spotted us, so we gotta wait a bit till we can get out of here. It's kind of interesting how this setup at the beginning of this trial somewhat mirrors Pervert the Futterman a little bit, but on Pervert the Futterman, you have a much easier time getting out. There's just a barred door. Not saying there should be a barred door on Kill the Snitch here. That would probably be too easy, but on Pervert the Futterman there is one, and there's only one enemy down there, but it is a more, you know, close quarters area, I guess. We can heal to full here, although sad that we even need to. And you saw there the permanent damage was showing up on my bar, but since the majority of the damage I took was actually from the pouncer itself, that didn't count as making me lose a full bar of my health. And maybe we have some potential. No. Oh wait, is she gonna come down the hall here? They don't usually. The giants will normally not come into this hallway like and walk down it unless they see or hear you, so that was fortunate. Oh, never mind. She's here. Well, we got the guy pushed all the way, and we saw the, or, you know, fully identified the key. Bro. See, this is what I'm talking about, though, with Toxic Shock. This is why it sucks so much. Like, we literally just were just hiding. And then we lifted the garage and came out, pushed the snitch 2 feet, and then we have to hide again. Yeah. Of course, infamously, on my channel, you can find, I think, during the first Toxic Shock flashback, because Toxic Shock also had a flashback last year alongside, I believe, Bambino and Countdown as well. I have a video for, because that was back when I was doing individual videos for each trial in an event and weekly, which there's few things about this channel I regret more than not doing the full video length, or, you know, the full length video for just the entire event from the very beginning. That would have been obviously way better. I don't know what I was thinking. Regardless, there's a single video for Pleasure the Prosecutor on the Toxic Shock flashback, and it is 6 hours long. So something like 6 hours long. Yeah. I would say I've definitely improved quite a bit at the game over the last year, so I doubt something like that would happen again, but it is funny to look back on, especially when, you know, nowadays I would say I have pretty solid, consistent strategies for Pleasure the Prosecutor that would certainly help prevent that. I just stepped on glass, of course, because they put it in the most heinous places of all time, but that's not the worst for your grade, so the damage is the main concern. I just hope I don't do anything else bad. I mean, that was just so unlucky. I guess partially skill issue, because I should not have tried to, and we have to hide again, guys. Aren't we enjoying things here? I should not have tried to get the pouncer out of the barrel. I know, and I mean, I immediately realized when I tried it that it would take too long to get out for me to be able to hide, and then I would have had a bottle in order to hit the pouncer off me at the locker, but I might still have taken Toxic Shock damage. It would have been a close timing. So, yeah, I don't know. It was, oh, hi. Just a little pitchers walking through here. It was both unlucky and skill issue in certain ways. But we're here in the secret room, so we can stock up on things. I'll keep the stamina booster, and yeah, we'll keep the stamina booster for pushing the snitch. And of course, this guy is, as always, being a huge pain in the ass and cheating because he knows where I'm located, so he turned around immediately when he was walking away. And then he throws a Molotov at literally nothing. Hey, we're walking, daily task. Okay, that's some good timing. We can take our key, which is right here. Getting started on this main objective. We still do need 2 more rats, so I'm surprised I didn't find one in these areas. Yeah, the evidence or whatever room that is will often have plenty of shelves, and there's the final one. So secondary objective taken care of. We no longer need to worry. Let's check these rooms. Don't see anything. I think that grunt is on to me, so I'm gonna head outside. Potentially we can find our fire key. That's spade right there. That's club, and we have to hide again. I mean, at least we got rid of Jaeger, of course. Jaeger, I know a lot of people complain about Jaeger being able to even come out on Toxic Shock and Cold Snap, which I think is a little bit, you know, a little bit over the top. I think it's fine that she can come out. It just makes it really bad for A+ runs, because, I mean, if Jaeger came out right around when that alarm was going off, like she came out of that EIG that is right there to my left, I mean, it's pretty easy to survive. You just need to run away, just sprint across the map. I mean, worst case is you have to run far away, you can't find a hiding spot, and then you get, you know, 1 bar of permanent damage, which is obviously bad, but you know, a lot of the time you can avoid even getting a full bar of damage. Maybe you won't even end up getting damaged at all. Maybe you can get away quick enough and find a... why is there glass there? Yo, that's so cringe. Who put glass right there? Oh my god. Well, there's another sound trap trigger. There's the crown key, so we can grab that. But yeah, you get what I'm saying, right, about Jaeger and all that. You have options. Hopefully nobody comes over here in time. This was the last place I could even think of for this key to be, so I'm glad it was here. And at this point, we're probably going to have to end up waiting out another toxic shock before we even do the push. So I'm going to try and go open both of these doors. Oh, I guess the fire key could have been right there where the bunny key was. Okay, this giant is still here. I was gonna... yeah, I think I should still be able to quickly open the door and then go source a hiding spot. Yep. And I mean, something that... I'm gonna get out and back in just so we can get this 10 out of the way. Hopefully this trial. Something that can obviously be beneficial is setting up a little timer, a little stopwatch thing on the side that counts down 1:30. It starts whenever you hear completed here at the end of the toxic shock. That's when the 1:30 starts. And you know, that can obviously help you out in avoiding a situation where you get caught out. Damn it, bro. That grunt spotting me is actually really bad. Oh, what? My stupid door cheese didn't work this time. Surely now it'll work. There we go. So you can see the giant kind of like throwing her hands up and giving up on the chase there. Because she went out of her normal range. And so that gives me basically free reign to push the entire way. Of course, boy, we got some pretty bad RNG here. On just where the enemies were located at the time of our push. And my stamina's bugged right now. Obviously I took the stamina booster, which gives an adrenaline boost. So I should not, I mean, what? Okay, there we go. It gave me my stamina back. Not the Skinner Man. We're gonna need to hide again soon, but just trying to avoid him rolling back at all. Of course, the giant is here again. We can just go back to that barrel that we were hiding in inside the bathroom. Could do a quick hop in, hop out. Watching that thing increment at our pinned task. But yeah, like, even if Jaeger spawns at a really bad timing, worst case, you're taking 1 bar of permanent damage. If it's cold snap, you're in a bit more trouble, more danger, but you can still get away far enough and waste enough time of it by running that you can then hide and, you know, not die at the very least. Is this guy really in the hallway again, man? Let's push as much as we can here. Okay, we should be able to get it to the gate, actually. Maybe not. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Okay, good. These guys that are in their cells always freak me out. I think there's a pouncer or something about to get me. But yeah, just like running cross map, and then like once you know the Jaeger is out, or say you, God forbid, have the Jaeger variator alongside Toxic Shock or Cold Snap and Escalation, then you can be prepared, you know. Either set up that timer like I mentioned, or at the very least have, you know, some sort of internal clock where you are like, okay, I know it's about to be a toxic shock or a cold snap, so I'm going to start moving across the map. Obviously, we can look down into the gymnasium where you do things like eliminate the past and cancel the autopsy. Over there's the bleachers from Teach Police Officer. I'm just wasting time right now until the next toxic shock, and then we can go for the finale. Of course, we have a very similar looking gymnasium to Gluskin's in Whistleblower DLC. I am working on my Outlast 1 critique video. That's going to be my next critique video. I already did Trials as my first one as a pilot. People seem to like it. So I'm trying out Outlast 1, but I will branch out into other games if people continue to support the series. I've pretty much finished editing my voiceover. I recorded the script, and yeah, it's coming along well. I need to go replay Outlast 1 here now very soon to get footage for the video, so that should be a good time. Okay, let's set up and do this. Just gonna go with the standard setup of double blinding. No, please. Oh my god. And I got seen by the other grunt. Bro, this grunt is being so annoying in this trial. He's usually like in the back rooms, you know, not really. He doesn't really come out into the hallway all that much. He's just been out there constantly. Alright. Let's hope that... I mean, it kind of feels like we have to wait out another toxic shock at this point. That's the worst part about it, is like you have the intermittent enemies, like the pusher and the pitcher. You have, you know, you can randomly get seen while you're trying to go do something, and it just all... a minute 30 is just not long enough for anything to go wrong. So if you get spotted in toxic shock, I mean, I probably could have done it, right? I probably would have been able to do the objective, but if you get spotted in between toxic shocks, you kind of just have to wait out the next one, unless you have like a quick objective you can do. So like for finales like this, it can be pretty annoying. Liquidate, I mean, it's going to be horrible on shopping mall, right? Because you have the pump that drains super fast, and then there's going to be the toxic shock going on every minute 30, and the pusher and pitcher are going to be coming out, and you need Auto and Aurora to behave. I might have to go with like a rig stockpile approach there. Okay, you know what? Fuck this. How's that sound? Fuck this. Of course, it's the pitcher. Comes out at just the worst possible time and walks directly into my blind mind. Dude. Like, it's just better to go for the one shot, you know, on the Snitch than it is to wait the recycle. I mean, now you're seeing why I had a 6-hour video on Pleasure's Prosecutor, because I was, well, let's say I certainly wasn't being quite patient with it. And I started to, you know, get a bit of a real-life psychosis as time went on there. Alright, we're just gonna go. Fuck this. So push in, foil spawns. I gotta reset that. Should probably be plenty of time, right? I mean, the pitcher's probably going to come hit me with a Molotov, and then, you know, is what it is at that point. Okay, we should be good. Just hide in the blind smoke, hold the lever, and get me the hell out of this joint. Now, I'm not going to go for the actual full escape. Yeah. Oh shit, we're so toast. I mean, I'm just hope the grunt doesn't want to be over here, so hopefully he won't look in here. Okay, I think he gave up. Yeah, so if you go outside of an enemy's wander radius, you know, their normal area where they want to be, they're much less likely to try and find you in a hiding spot. And that's another reason why Invisible kind of loses some points for me, is because... Okay, you know what? I'm not waiting. I don't have time. Because you can kind of, you know, almost just replicate its effects by knowing where enemies want to be, in a way. Hit the button. Damn, the giant ignored our bottle. Oh my god, that cross push swing, man. Thing just has no cooldown at all. Okay, we had some close calls there towards the end, but we managed it, and I don't think the one damage one sound trap, or two sound traps, because that bullshit glass passed the railing. But A+, 22 minutes, 53 seconds, kill the Snitch, Toxic Shock, Psycho Surgery here. And yeah, these trial completion times are going to be, even the successful ones, you know, like even if I don't fail and have to restart, the times are going to be quite inflated just because you have to spend so much damn time sitting in a hiding spot. But yeah, first one down. I'll see you guys at Liquidate. Alright, we are here for Liquidate the Union, which will probably be the hardest trial in this set, although, I mean, for most people, although I might struggle more with Shopping Mall, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I have Blind, which I definitely don't want. That is... Well, I mean, it's not terrible, but I would much rather stun for Franco trials. But we're going to make do with what we've got, and if we restart, then I will switch. Of course, have this Berserker who behaves really weirdly at the start of this trial always. He, like, will sometimes run over there for no reason. Like, I don't know, he's got strange behavior. But we managed to get past him and the other guy, and we're here at the beautiful speech. Don't forget to smash like, and we can view this thing. You know, why not grab a revive pill? Who knows? How many do you get? Oh, you still have 2 at base on Psycho. That's wild. X-ray and jammer rig. Rip. Oh, we can actually finish the weekly if we throw... Okay, that's not bad. The rig-specific tasks are always annoying to me. And yeah, we'll easily complete this entire task list, so that's nice. I mean, well, it's nice and not, you know. It's kind of fun sometimes, especially on the MKs, which are usually less, you know, concerning and less locked in, that we can go for some of the, you know, some secondary task objectives. That was kind of enjoyable on, like, Deep Burn and stuff. Can we view the... Oh wait, no, there's no there's no UI hints for the radio symbols. But we know Moon is right there. Always got to be careful of the crackhead in this area. He can be a bit of a menace. There was also a door trap, or not a door, a Franco trap that I... Oh, please be Jaeger. Nope. Okay, I guess there's not a trap that I want to get rid of. We're just gonna bar this off for the pusher, regardless. Is he gonna leave, or does he know? Is he gonna keep looking around? He's gonna try and gas me through the fence. No, sir. God damn it, look! Where's the crackhead? Is he over here? Oh, nice. That's the best spot for him. Least intrusive. There's Heart as well. Whoa! Yeah, we can probably do this really quick and get the giant out of here before the next Toxic Shock. Let's open this. Pusher's probably gone soon, since he actually leaves in a reasonable time frame, unlike the pitcher. Look out. Come on now. Right this way. Obviously a very helpful tech that we've known since... I would have freaked out if that hit me, not gonna lie. Yeah, obviously a very useful tech that we've known since day one of this map, pretty much. Just lock the giant out of here. I mean, this would be a huge pain in the ass otherwise, although... having seen them wander sometimes, they do kind of go to the... they go to the place where the speech was, like... on their own. They kind of wander there, so it's not like the end of the world if you don't end up wanting to trap them for whatever reason. But it is definitely always preferable to do so. And we must wait out another warning of gas, of course. We know that this is our radio, so we can do this and move on to the mansion, which I could see being quite annoying on this. Who's that? Oh, there we go. That's good. So Jaeger is able to come vault over this wall, but up ahead is a crawl space only access point that she won't be able to pass. So right here, it's a crawl space there, crawl space there. So she'll be gone. No need to worry about the Jaeger on this trial. I don't think there's normally a way to lose her on the shopping mall. So we may struggle with her there. But maybe she won't spawn as well. There's always that chance, however slim it appears these days. We've got lounge. What is that? Oh, bedroom. Lounge, garage, and washroom. Okay. I mean, not the worst, I guess. We'll go to washroom first, since that's like the most exposed. Washroom, last number is 4. Last number is 4. Head to the garage. And hopefully there's the car is available. Yeah, it looks like it is. Don't see the number immediately, but we're not in terrible shape. I mean, the lounge is pretty good. We got the 30 hiding spots completed. Love that for us. And yeah, we can hopefully find this before anybody comes into the room and tries to bother me. Here it is. So ends with 7-4. So we need to head upstairs now, which might prove difficult. Okay. I don't think we actually got fully spotted there. So we can potentially still stealth this out. Fuck. No. It's fried. The jig is up. Ends with 7-4. Oh, that was a good throw. That was a good throw. Okay, never mind. The giant somehow didn't hear it. I hate that number. 9.74. Okay. Okay. Ends with 9.74. We just need the lounge number. Where the hell? I'm just gonna hide while we... No! Swing? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my only hope was to... You can sometimes get them to swing and then it doesn't hit you because you're on your way out of the hiding spot. It's like weird. Oh, that's just so unlucky. I knew a toxic shock was coming, so I tried to take the opportunity to hide while I could, and he of course spots me at that one moment. I was hoping he'd still be searching the bedroom, of course, and he's right there and proceeds to smack me. So we may struggle. I mean, I can guess the code. I guess I probably should have just gone that route. But this giant is being an incredibly massive bitch. Where the hell is this number, dude? Sometimes the numbers in the mansion are so annoying. 9374. Is this bitch coming this way? No. go. Code has been punched in. And it's definitely dubious to push him immediately here. But also would be nice to get out of the way. Oh, well. I'm just dead. Bro, the pitcher is so overpowered. It's insane, dude. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of risking it there because we'd already gotten smacked, and it's nice to get that out of the way immediately if you can. But hey, there you go. We've got our first failure of the session, and I mean, I certainly think that Toxic Shock is technically difficult, but it's difficult in a way that's not fun. Like, I could probably do this first try every time if I really wanted by pulling up a stopwatch and playing super slowly and carefully and hiding early when I know a Toxic Shock is coming, but I mean, that's just so boring to do, and that's why Toxic Shock sucks. But hey, I'll try not to complain too much, not too much, but you know, sometime a little. Okay, I'll see you guys back at the trial. All right, we're giving this attempt number 2 here, and I'm actually going to switch to stun as well. Just way better on this trial in my opinion. You're way more often playing like reactionary, and you're not setting things up as much, you know, just because of just the nature of it. And in any Franco trial, like I don't really want blind on any Franco trial pretty much. And there goes the buggy berserker movement, like I mentioned. Just because you want to have that stun to just quickly pull out and throw if you get caught off guard by Franco. Just in terms of making things, you know, easier for yourself, Smash Like. If you want to enjoy and use a different rig, feel free. I've obviously been playing some no loadout, no revives escalation quite a bit recently on my stream, so it's not like I couldn't do it. But not having a loadout would make it even more slow and boring if I'm going for A+. But I mean, without Toxic Shock on every trial, I could see a no loadout A+ only challenge being interesting. I've never tried an A+ only challenge in escalation yet, so maybe at some point I'll give that a go. Sadly, no. We're not going to be able to make use of that Jaeger again, probably. I mean, that was pretty lucky that she spawned so early, so I don't know why I said make use. That didn't really make sense, but you get my meaning. We sadly will have the potential for her to spawn again, although you can always lose the Jaeger on this map if you want to go all the way back to the pool and go through the crawl space. And I mean, if we're in the mansion and she comes out, I would certainly do that. It becomes a little more dubious the further you get into the trial. There's our spade. We did get the fortunate spawn once again of the crackhead, and that was one of the loudest rat squeaks I've ever heard. But where was the rat actually? I don't even know. Maybe on top of that over there. Of course, we're gonna lure the giant again. A little bit more treacherous this time with the glass. I don't think I actually stepped on that. I think that was a myth perpetuated by the haters. It just made a noise. We have club, by the way. I want to find this rat. Was it up here? It is, yeah, okay. That was a very loud squeak directly into my ear. So it had to be close by. That's Bunny and that's Moon, so club's gonna be this one over here. Do that. Who's this now? No Jaeger this time. And we need Moon, which is right over there. Of course, it's the most annoying enemy in the game. The Bitcher himself. But it looks like he's at least going out there. And I can do this radio, because we are about to get another toxic soonish, probably. And he has, of course, come back. I'm gonna just try and... I'm just gonna take damage here, I guess. Yep, with that hiding spot being blocked. And that one too. There's no other option. We love Toxic Shock. It's just so fun. Guys, better strap in. We're fixing for another... we're fixing for another 6-hour video here, potentially. I mean, I'm certainly not against necessarily pulling up a timer on my side of my screen, so I don't have to play the guessing game as dubiously, but any secret room here? No.
Thank you.
Lounge, laundry, and washroom. Very similar to what we had last time. That's gotta go. And as Franco traps are loving to do, stole my brick. We'll do the same idea of laundry or washroom first due to its exposure. 6 is the first number. And 4. 6.4. Oh shit. Okay. I'm not gonna go upstairs. That's asking for death. Grab the adrenaline. Go ahead. Yeah. Knew this was coming, so just go outside quick and crawl up in a hiding spot. Who's bashing in doors? Up on the balcony, I guess? Yeah, I can see him up there just barely. Oh, yeah? Just jumping down, are ya? Imagine he came and pulled me out, just like out of the clear blue sky. That would be so fried. What is he doing, though? Seriously, I didn't know he came all the way out here of his own accord. What the fuck? 6.4 dot. I mean, we're in good shape to search for numbers here since we know they're both downstairs. 6.684 0. Nice. And I'm gonna just go for the push immediately again. I mean, it doesn't really get any better. Still so sad they removed the tech of being able to leave the mansion, and that would despawn the enemies. Now, having no pitcher out and about immediately upon doing this is helpful. Yeah, I'm not dealing with you, sorry. Okay, so we got the guy pushed to his checkpoint, and we have a secret room here, although I will not be opening it right at this moment. Spade, Diamond, Bunny. Yeah, we'll do that secret room later when Franco's not being attracted by 100 sounds and just every door is locked. Oh, okay. There's a barrel right there, so we can open this to use our time wisely. Spade, Diamond, Bunny. In truth, I mean, given what I know about the finale and how to hopefully execute it well, potentially the worst is over. I mean, the mansion is pretty annoying. It depends a bit, I guess, on the RNG on the finale of where the hiding spots are. I bet this radio symbol is on the back. I feel like it always is. And then when I check, 'cause I think it's always there, it's not there. So, yep, business as usual. Must then be... Oh, there's a giant there. So he's going to come in here and annoy the shit out of me. Okay, are you serious? Okay, have a nice day. I guess I could have seen this white paint from the door and known that's moon, which is useless. We need spade, diamond, and bunny, I think. Yeah, we can actually see it through there barely. So we'll check here. There's bunny. So bunny's in there. Can go into the basement now. Oh. Okay, he turned around. Slow open the door so as to not get shot by a stray blind fire. Although he might not have shot it because of the oh, there's diamond. So Spade is going to be in one of the lit up rooms. Oh, that's actually so nice that she's opening that for me. See, with a locker like this, the pouncer gets out fairly quickly, but barrels, like I mentioned on Snitch, are just eternally slow. And she might go somewhere... Oh, we can actually ping her again, because she came back. Okay, she's like getting in a barrel right there, or under a bed or something. Yeah, it's a barrel. That's actually such a grief barrel. And literally every door in this basement is boarded up, by the way. Hello? So, Spade will be in this house or the first house where the secret room is. We can go check the secret room house first. And that will... I mean, it would be way better if it was in there and not in that lit up room. Keep an eye out for Franco as we go through the street. And we can open this up. Franco is here. Signified, of course, by his characteristic, ridiculously heavy breathing. It's actually so annoying that the secret room is always lit up, bro. We can get our health back to normal, at least, with this booster. Pitcher is out. We don't need the stamina. I'd rather have a bottle. Wow. There's a crawl space here. Okay. I guess the radio's in that back room, the small one. And then we have Diamond in the basement, Bunny in the far side house. So hopefully we can get through all this. I mean, I don't think Franco's at least super nearby, so even if we have to bash a door in, we should be... Oh. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I was hoping it would be here instead of the other house. That other house would have been way worse to get inside and or get in and out of without getting shot. Let's go back down into the basement. Oh my god, that would have sucked. Okay. Some timing there, huh? This is Diamond, I think. Whoops. I wanted my rat, actually. Thank you. Just want to double check. Yeah, that's Diamond. Obviously the Berserker is rampaging down here. We'll give him one more swing and then jump on it. Perfect. And now we definitely want to head back the way we came, because it'll be much easier to get to the house we want to get to, much easier and safer. And we can go back to our lovely little crawl space here to hide from the gas. Yeah, I mean, it just ends up being, especially early on in Trials, like that spot with the radios where you're fairly boxed in and don't have a ton of easy escape routes. Like, even in the mansion, ideally you would have an escape route of getting outside back to the pool, but that's not always possible. Safely, at least. Dude, that is the dumbest shit, like, in the entire game when going for A+. I'm fully crouched, and I go under the cans, and somehow I'm like, I have like an ultra mohawk, and it smashes them somehow. The fact that that still happens is so annoying. They really need to fix that. Like, if there shouldn't be any ambiguity on if a can be crouched under or not. Like, either it can or it can't. It should be very clear. And nothing I do while I'm crouched, regardless, should have any effect on if I hit the cans or not. Unless, obviously, I move and hit a can that is on a lower point. Duh. Oh, that is just like such a terrible feeling to get a demerit for that, for no reason. Diamond Spade Bunny is our code here. There's Bunny. There we go, over here. It's Moon. We're gonna go across, I guess, after the toxic shock. See, like, it's either, I don't know. I don't want to just be complaining constantly, so I'll try to hold back. We, of course, still need to go back and push the guy quite a ways here. But I decided to come forward first because we were closer to that than going all the way back. There's nothing here. Pitcher, who immediately threw a Molotov at nothing. There's Diamond. Spade is probably in the like market, one of the two market shops or whatever you want to call it there. I love this blinding headlights so you cannot even see if Franco is around. I mean, why not just put on your Fulbrights? Okay, I guess we can start pushing. The giant is in the back over there. Pitcher's there too. Damn it, we were so close to getting him all the way. Hope we can find a hiding spot in here. Okay, that should be far enough away from the giant that he won't come pull me out immediately. If the pitcher hadn't been coming up there, I might have tried to push him just that little bit more to get to the checkpoint, but it's certainly risky. Giant is there. We can hopefully still get this. Okay, good. Franco's there. Oh, he actually might have made it to the checkpoint. I didn't hear the noise just then. So we got him out of the neighborhood, which is the most dangerous part because of Franco. But we still need to get him past Rufus and Doofus down here in the slums.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we're going to the meat plant. You and me. I think he was above us, no? Can't fucking see anything, man. Wow. We kind of got a free push. That's pretty nice. I will certainly take that. We got a free push through the slums there. Wow, there's an exit trial sign here. Interesting. I assume this is probably our spade, but I'm gonna hide. Yeah. Oh. Well, that was very good foresight, I guess you would say there. Or at least actually considering the timing of the toxic shock and thinking about it. Like, well, I mean, I tried to do that same thing almost on the prior run in the lounge, and it got me grabbed by a giant, so you win some, you lose some, I guess, and now the Night Hunter is just posted up outside of my hiding spot here, but looks like he's leaving. I didn't hear completed, but I assume it's over. We have a really annoying spot. We have to check for this radio symbol on the stairs here. Club is not what we want. We want spade. And there isn't a radio here. So maybe it's upstairs in the first house? I usually don't check there very often, because it's usually not up here. But 'tis possible, and of course we have to smash the door, and there's nothing up here. I guess it's in there then? Maybe? Yes. Okay. There's our spade. And we need only go upstairs to acquire the final one. It would be pretty BS, if, in my opinion, if he pulls me out from under this bed, so... Bunny was the one that was, like, over there, I believe. We saw it through the window. And then we'll be on to the finale. Of course, we're gonna definitely want to do pretty ample preparation of the finale area with hearts and everything set up. This is Bunny. Yes. There we go. We are into the factory. Hopefully the giant doesn't show up, since he can follow you in here and be really annoying. That's, speaking of really annoying, we have that screamer. Okay, I'm gonna leave him a little short, just so we don't have the thing. Well, I mean, does it really matter? I guess I'll just do it. So yeah, okay, so we have a locker there. The main lockers we want to know about are the ones in the dark rooms, really. We do have one in here. We need to be aware of the pouncer location. There's one pouncer that is always in this area somewhere, and can prove incredibly annoying. Spot. Oh, there she is. Okay. That's actually a good spot. So we'll leave her there. You can, of course, make her move around with throwables. But after we're done setting up, I don't really ever plan on going back. I don't really ever plan on going back to the cold room there, so we should be fine with leaving her there and just collecting most of our setup parts from the other room. We still haven't had the Jaeger, so we got to be aware of that. Of course, the pitcher is here to annoy us while we try and set up throwables and get rid of the traps and all that shit. Let's see what we have in here. Okay, of course we have cans. Can never be clear. I do want to smash this, but I'm gonna wait. Because if the pitcher is gonna wander away, I want him to do it, but instead he's walking directly towards us. Oh, he took a turn. I mean, I've had enough BS experiences on escalation to know to not mess with the pitcher and not underestimate his, let's call it gift of perception. How about? He's gonna see me right now, actually. Yep. I mean, that's fair, totally fair for him to see me there. It's just like annoying, of course. It's kind of interesting because, like, in a lot of ways, Outlast Trials is much more mechanically complex than Outlast 1, and that makes it more difficult in a lot of ways too. But in that case right there, for example, in Outlast 1 I would have gotten pulled out of this locker, which is kind of just, I don't know, just interesting to note if nothing else. Because if you are in a room with one hiding spot in Outlast 1 and an enemy knows you went into that room, they will pull you out of that hiding spot. It is pretty much guaranteed. At least in my experience. And these two lockers are broken. I know there's 3 lockers in that room, but those don't quite qualify in the criteria I'm talking about. Okay, pretty... oh wait, maybe... oh, this is pretty bad. This room doesn't have a hiding spot, so... ugh. I mean, we'd be forced to, like, use one of these lockers or something. Don't like that. So we are gonna... that's gonna result in this taking longer in general. Because of the fact that I won't really want to be crossing very much at all. And the only reason to cross is to get the one that's in that room itself. But we might end up needing to skip. Like, I mean, I'll go for it if, like, it's right after a toxic shock and it lines up okay. But... yeah, I mean, that's just how you have to consider it. And we have to prepare so many throwables this time because... there... why did I hear that so clearly in my ear? That was weird. We have to prepare so many throwables this time as opposed to any other time because of the fact that we might, you know, use a bunch or at least some getting one thing done and, or, you know, thing progressed and then have to give it up and then, you know, that would suck. So we would be, you know, have wasted some hearts. I'll probably do 2 more runs of hearts and then we'll go from there. Pusher. I remembered now that I wanted to smash these planks, which I will do. Okay. pretty much worked out the way I had hoped it would. Although he's now going to come upstairs, which I don't want. He should leave fairly shortly after this point. So we'll get the next... Okay, he's heading to a gate, given his ridiculously high level of speed. We'll get the next one, the next symbols, and then we'll start the finale. Sorry if this part is a bit boring. It's just kind of the nature of Liquidate. But I mean, yeah, I mean, even on escalation where A+ isn't really a concern, unless you have some sort of ridiculously free variators, which I can't even imagine, because Don't Make Noise does not affect Franco on this finale. So unless you somehow engineered a situation where you don't have to worry about Franco, you're going to be doing a stockpile on this trial. Just to, just so you can be, you know, at least somewhat safe, I guess. That's about the size of it. So hopefully we've done enough here to do that. And first we have what is probably another pitcher here. Why would he not go to that noise that I made? Alright, here we go. Lag, hello. Don't do that, please. And here we go. Welcome to our home up here. We have Foot. And Foot is... Where did he's going up here. So it's either underneath, which is bad, or it's right there. So... Nice. Okay. Okay, it's over there. Franco just went through the flaps, I guess. Shit. Franco won't really come in these dark rooms on his own, by the way. That's why I'm kind of fearlessly sticking my head out. I'm still in the dark when I'm doing that. Okay, we just need him to go into a cold room here, and we can probably go. He is going into the cold room. Completed, 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 completed. I don't know about this timing. I got out by accident. Oh my god. Or it didn't get out by accident, but I really thought it would be over by then. That timing does not line up at all. Okay, I only went for this because we just had a toxic shock. Otherwise we would have had to let that one go. Perfect. Now we can get back to our safe spot. And now we have hand W. Hand. Shit. It's underneath, right? Yeah, it's underneath. So we need him to go to a cold room to even go for that, and with his positioning right now, I doubt he'll go to a cold room in time for it to be before the next toxic. So this one is probably going to be scuffed. If I were to guess. Although... No, he's even coming over here right now. Yeah. There's no way. I mean, it's still possible that we can complete it. I think we should still have like 40 seconds-ish left at the end of this Toxic Shock, I hope. 30 to 40 seconds. And right now he is going to a cold room, but the wrong one for our purposes. She wanted to go to the one on this side so you can sneak down the stairs and not get like if he's in that one, he can easily turn around and come back out and have a perfect line of sight of you. What's the time? 28 seconds. He did just go into that cold room I mentioned, so. This one? That throw is very important to learn for A+ing this trial consistently, so you can hit that target. So it's really good that we got that one done. I thought we were going to have to let it go, but just barely worked out. That's the chest wound, and it's a cross. So we are most likely not going to be able to do this. Since going over there now, by the time I get over there and, you know, things work, oh yeah, the Toxic Shock will be coming back around, and I do not want to be over there when Toxic Shock is coming because there's no hiding spot in that room. Which is obviously just kind of unlucky. Like, right now would be a good time to go over there normally, but with the fact that we have a Toxic Shock coming up, okay. I think we would have been able... It would have been really close for us to be able to hide in here the whole time. If that was Jaeger, we might not have been able to. We might have been forced to take damage. But it would have been pretty damn close. We still haven't had her yet, which is lucky, I guess, but to get her now would be really bad, so that's also unlucky. We're only at like 30 seconds left on this, so... And I don't 100% know where Franco is. Okay, he just went in there, but it doesn't matter. We're not gonna get all three of them in 20 seconds. So we're just gonna have to go for the next one. And the Toxic Shock will happen somewhere around 1 minute timing left on the next one. Okay, he's going over there. Recycle. Let's see what we get. The foot again. Okay, it's over there, which is doable. Hopefully it's right here. That would be ideal. It's underneath again. Unfortunate, certainly. This is risky. W. That was risky. Franco could have turned around there and gotten me. Are we done? Okay, we're done. So that was actually not too bad. We only had to give up one cycle. And yeah, we kept it safe for the most part. But yeah, like basically like that sort of approach I don't mind doing, and is kind of fun here on the Liquidate finale because no Jaeger. But that's kind of how you would have to do the entire trial if you wanted to, you know, like guarantee A+, or whatever, you know, like guarantee flawless at least. Like just play like maximum safety, hiding early, and, you know, no risks, I guess, is the key. but I don't really want to do that unless I have to. And we can quickly get out of here because we have the double rig. Also, this is a very good thing to hide behind from Franco. You can go around the side of it, and he won't be able to find you if you do it properly. Fuck you, Franco. So we got through it. Second try, which isn't too bad, but A+, 39 minutes, 8 seconds to liquidate the Union, toxic shock, psychosurgery. So yeah, those times will be creeping up. We did receive the 1 damage, and we did allegedly hit a can trap with my head, but that's been cut off from the report. Shopping mall might be even longer, but we'll see how it goes. I'll probably try to stock rig rechargers and go with that approach, if that's even good. I don't know, but regardless, 1 more main trial left to go. Alright, we've arrived here at the shopping mall to do some chilling with our good friend the politician, so we'll see how this goes. I could definitely see this being a huge pain and struggling. Like this, I guess this almost feels like it could be the Pleasure the Prosecutor of this flashback, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't feel super confident with my strategies for this finale, and it also, like, it's somewhat similar to the Pleasure the Prosecutor finale in a way, because it's sort of time restricted, where you have to have the pump ready and then go spray, and then, like, you know, if you don't spray while the pump is ready, then you have to wait and do it again. Same thing with, like, you know, the recycling of the Simon Says lights or whatever, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Oh, I thought he was going to completely ignore my bottle. That would be pretty par for the course these days, to be honest, given how the enemies have acted recently. I hope we can get out of here before the toxic comes, as this is one of those enclosed areas that is a bit scary to be restricted to. Any throwables at all? Okay, there was a chest back here that we can hide in. As I mentioned in a prior trial, the Jaeger could be a potential threat on this one, since as far as I know there's no way to easily get her to leave. Although maybe if you were in the department store and ran like all the way to Spatlin, she might leave, since that you're so far away. But probably not. Who's that? Push. How does he see me? What? I guess the mannequins don't block the vision at all? Of course, the pusher is just ridiculously fast and annoying. But we got away, I hope. Into the back halls here. Can actually get some items. Yeah, he's still up here with us. He was right on our tail there. Alright, we can get our first fuse here, at least. Bro, this guy's voice is so annoying. The you know, whoever I guess it's supposed to be the politician guy. Obviously, it's not him actually talking. It's like some pre-recorded announcement thing, but... Oh. You're gonna just stop dead right there, huh? Interesting. Union boss mentioned. We just saw him. Okay. Whoop. So we've checked this whole side. I guess we can go... okay. Another issue with the shopping mall, of course, is it is very wide open and very brightly lit if you are in the main areas, so it's always a bit risky to be jumping in a hiding spot like that when you could get spotted and pulled out from pretty damn far away is obviously the main concern there. So hopefully that doesn't happen to us. Oh, we did just get spotted from super far away, it would appear. Yep. So that could have easily happened when we were getting into the hiding spot as opposed to getting out of it like it just did, and that would have been really, really bad. Okay. Guess I'm almost done. So we can drop this off, and then I'll go get the one from Pet Store. They might still come all the way around, but hopefully not. Oh, bro, I swear that rats look like antidotes and vice versa.
Come here! Slow them! Cripple them!
That's a nice additional layer of distraction, so we can potentially just go place this. And then go upstairs from here and try and get some more. 2 more fuses needed. Here will be one of them. Lovely. And just in time for the hiding. She usually jumps over that, right? Oh, that was close. That was real close. Gotta be careful. Alright, we just need one more fuse. And I don't think this... Wait, does this just lead out? Oh, it does. So there's not another potential one there. One of the ones on this side, top floor, could be where we need to go. Could hold a fuse for us. Of course, we have to smash in another thing. One more rat will do us just fine. We can check this door. Okay, here we go. This is just what we need. The final fuse. This will get us into the department store and, of course, the additional wrinkle of the back room. Nice to use that hiding spot sometimes to avoid the guy coming in if you can get to it in time, although it was very close in that regard for me. Going through this back hall is hopefully a bit safer because it's dark and leads directly to here. Oh. Oh, I hope I didn't get spotted by anyone there. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Very risky plays are pretty much required a lot of the time when you are not paying super close attention to the toxic shock timer, I guess is my main point there. And of course, we can't really come out right now because they will spot us. And they turned around and came back to maximally waste the limited amount of time that I have. That should sufficiently distract them to allow us to get here and go inside. There we go. Store is open for business. Time to go shopping. Nice. I was hoping to find a throwable on our way back here. There's a locked thing there. We could get a rig recharger maybe. $10. Of course, you're always looking for that $20 box. No need to open the garage until you're ready to go out, really, because that'll just allow them to come in more easily and surprise you, potentially. There's the $20 box. So we can do a 20 plus a 15 and then hope the small box is worth enough. You just gotta find a 15. I kind of feel like I had to do that additional brick throw so she didn't hit me like on my way into the hiding spot or something. That could easily have happened. Alright. No, let's keep looking for the $15 box. There's two $15 boxes back here somewhere. And we're just getting all of the $10 boxes. Okay, the twins are coming.
All is nothing but debt. You can't hurt us anymore. You held us hard in your hands.
That dog sure talks like he thinks he's our father. I hate him.
Easterman hate from Aurora? Another $10 box. Crazy. Running out of boxes to even price check here. There's the $15 box. Let's put this in. And these are the two that we want to move forward with. And as always, the ground is invisible to you. That is such an annoying reinforcement timing, bro. Could have been free and clear with this box. But instead, no. Oh my god, they're sitting on my hiding spot. Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. Ooh. That could have been bad. Could have been really bad. Gotta be careful. Alright. Let's keep it rolling here. Keep it rolling. Big. Good timing. Damn it, they heard me. Well, best full send it then. Yeah, that box is maybe always worth like $7 or something. Alright. They're probably gonna come right here, but we're in the dark again, so that's ideal. Just need to wait for them to make up their mind. And hopefully come back this way. Oh god, she's gonna say it. Oh no, she didn't. Thank god. That is the most annoying thing that the twins do. Did you hear that noise? They were just like, ooh, as if they had seen me or heard me, but they had not. I hate it when they do that. And of course, we have the worst timing of all time with another reinforcement. We literally should be done with this by now. And now, we have to hide from the toxic shop. Love and life. I'm actually going to be right back. 1 second. Okay. Hasn't been too long since the end of the toxic shock, really. So hopefully we should be still good.
Everybody hates the poor, especially the poor. Watch your ass.
Alright, that should be more than enough to get us over here with our $20 box, and that's it right there. So yeah, tutorial box plus 20 and 15 seems like should usually be enough to get your ticket. Oh, we already have the rats. Feed in our ticket. Somehow this dickhead is still chasing me from God knows where. Smash the like button. And we can get started with math. It's time for math class. Oh boy, everybody's favorite time. Oh, just kidding. It's time for toxic shock. This is a pretty good hiding spot location for the finale, I guess. Back here, they usually, I mean, even if I try to lead them back here, they often don't like to come back here. Thinking about it, I maybe should have gone with Lockbreaker for this trial. Or even Backpack would probably be even better of a consideration for the fuses, but having noise reduction might make the strategy I want to try and do a bit harder. What is this? Minus 5, 12, 17? There we go. And where must we go for the rest of these? Directly to my left, and then back right of both top and bottom floor. Okie dokie! I actually need some battery, so I will grab it. And maybe we can find a lock pickable one as well for our rig recharger. This is minus 14. It would appear. Maybe we can do this quickly. And we did just quickly enough for him to be too slow. Alright, and then we need to go back right of both up and down, so we'll do down first. And this might be where our secret room is, because I think we've been in all the other hallways. But I've been wrong before, and it seems I am once again, or well, it might be a little further down. 94, we need +1, so pretty simple there. And it's time for more hiding away in a locker. Okay, that's blocked, that's blocked. Jesus, man. This is why, I mean, I was saying, like, on limited hide spots too, like, this chest could have easily been blocked as well. Limited hide spots too is way more threatening, generally, on both Toxic Shock and Cold Snap, so thankfully we don't need to worry. But even still, we've had several close calls, barely making it into the hiding spot. I am going to check for the secret room being here. I don't know, I swear I just never find the secret room on this trial. It should be in one of the stores, but maybe I never ended up going to the back right of the upstairs, and we'll find it there when we're doing that. I didn't mean to grab this. Picture's coming out there, which is good because we are going far, far away. Yeah, this is a bit annoying because of this gap being here, and you have to, like, take this super long route around. I guess I should have just gone for the stairs over there. That would have been a better deal for me. But this should be where our last math problem is. Why is there a guy back here? Like, why ever? I don't trust that guy. We have -3, and the secret room is not here, so I don't know. So -12 + 9. I don't know, maybe there's places I don't know about where it could be. You're trying to be annoying as shit, and you're succeeding. Good job. And it's toxic shock again. Yep. And now I'm gonna take damage too. I had to take the risk of getting in this hiding spot to even hope to avoid the damage. I swear I went through that door already. Maybe it was already open and I door snapped it. That was my thought process and why I didn't crouch. But I mean, if the door's closed, you might as well just crouch, right? There's no reason not to. So that was stupid. What was it? -12 plus 9. Dude, can you go the fuck away? You're swinging there! You're fucking swinging there! And... Jesus, man. Get me out of here, bro. Crazy swing. From bro. But yeah, I don't know where. Maybe it's in women's or something. Seems to be a bit of a skill issue. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? God. There's another one. Just trying to get a dang rig recharger. And bro's winding up a haymaker on me. Yeah, no, this isn't it either. Oh wow, there's tons of these up here. Okay, this one's certainly safer to access. But yeah, I mean, what can you do sometimes? Because there's no like little side rooms in this trial that could be in, I don't think. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I mean, it'd be nice, honestly, to get a rig recharger from it and a master key, but you know, what are you gonna do sometimes? And now we're here at the finale, which is the main part I was worried about. Oh, you know, one thing that I forgot to be doing, even though I mentioned this in, I think, Deep Burn, I should be just carrying an antidote on me because Dash confirmed in my comments that it doesn't count as damage if you antidote her vial, so that might make this a bit easier, or at least more reasonably. God, he's so loud. They definitely increased the volume of their voice lines individually, but they also increased the volume of that, and it is very loud. So, of course, we're here at the finale. I need to pump. I don't even know if getting off the pump is faster, but it just feels better to me. Wow, they are slow AF to respond. Damn it. Someone else also came out there, so that probably wouldn't have worked out for me regardless, but it's kind of a wasted stun, it feels like. Though I might have had trouble getting to a hiding spot without it. I'm gonna pump till he comes back. And get him from this side. Okay. Honestly, it seems like just being a bit more fearless, and I mean, the majority of that fearlessness is fueled by the fact that I have the antidote to back me up. Being a bit more fearless and just going for it can make it actually pretty doable. Are they gonna pull me out? Oh, they are gonna pull me out. Oh. Okay, good. I didn't think they would, since I stunned them and then ran all the way past them. But the timing was a little bit sketchier than I expected. And we're good. So that has to be the fastest completion of that finale I've probably ever had on Psycho Run. And yeah, just go for it, I guess. A plus 25 minutes, 37 seconds chilling with the politician on Toxic Shock Psychosurgery here. Yeah, surprisingly effective and good. We definitely had a demerit or two. I forget exactly. Did we take damage? I don't remember. Maybe we didn't have demerits? Either way, it would be cut off here, it looks like, since rig recharge. Can you guys even see all the way down? Yeah, you can see on the right-hand side if it would have been red or not. But yeah, rig recharge uses the bottom one here. And there's nothing, so it's cut off, or maybe we flawlessed it. I honestly don't remember. I'm just so used to it going horribly, horribly wrong on that trial at the ending, so I don't even think about the first few parts. But hey, that's the 3 main trials completed. We also got our tasks, complete 7 tasks of the therapy. We just have 1 more task left to go, which is complete 5 trials, so we'll obviously get that in the next 2. Next up, we have Seize the Narcotics, which is one of the most divisive new MKs. I might bring Backpack for this one just to speed it up. I could see this one being really, really annoying depending on what sector we get, just because of the Toxic Shock interrupting us, but I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, we're here on Seize the Narcotics. I did go ahead and swap out to Backpack for my tool amp, so hopefully we don't regret that. Heading to Sector C, it looks like here, which is not ideal. I would have much preferred B or D, I think. Definitely not A. A is like one of the worst for getting spotted while you're doing the drugs, which is what my main concern is getting spotted while doing the drugs and then getting, having to get away and find a hiding spot for the Toxic Shock. Although Sector C is one of the simplest ones to navigate with without triggering any of the noise gates, or sorry, not noise gates. What do you even call them? The numbered gates. So that's a good thing, I guess. I usually just wait here for Coil to go by. Seems generally pretty effective. This big, huge, what is this thing even supposed to be? I don't, like a fridge? Looks some kind of like a fridge type thing, or like a vending machine combined with a fridge. Who knows? Okay, he actually heard that because no noise reduction. Dude, pouncers are the dumbest shit in this game, almost, I swear to God. Literally did not make a single noise. That is something that literally made me lose one of my escalation run attempts, because there was a pouncer in a barrel that did not make a single noise, and I was on health sickness with 1 bar of health, so could not have survived it. I hope Coil doesn't see me in here, or didn't see me get in here. Yeah, I don't know. I think they added the ability for pouncers to hear you, with, like, and therefore show the sound indicator in red was like part of a way towards mitigating that problem right there. But I mean, I thought Coil was the one hearing me, to be quite frank with you, so I just assumed that it was him, and then yeah, got grabbed, got skill issued. We can just leave that set of them there and then go back and get another set to sort of not waste time, I guess. We still need 5 rats. Obviously, I've found a total of 0. Oh, there's one there. Can be nice to hide from Coil in here while he goes by, but you gotta be careful that no grunts from Sector B find you. Okay. So we've got like almost 8 of the drugs near to our sector. It's a giant. I would expect a rat in this room somewhere, but I don't see one. Let's make our way over to the drop-off point. Again, a pretty simple path usually on this trial to get to and from. Okay, and this is actually a good hiding spot to use. So hopefully we get some good timing after the end of this and we can just go out and load these 4 up, but my hopes are not high in that regard since the grunt that patrols outside and or like nearby outside likes to interrupt you very frequently. Okay. Careful for this glass too. He's gonna see me maybe? He didn't see me? Hopefully he just turns around and goes back inside. W? We might actually be able to get these. It does just take so much time per one. I think we're gonna use up almost all the time in between toxic shocks just putting these in. Okay, nice. Pretty painless first batch. What the fuck? Yo, she was right next to me searching that barrel. I had no idea. Bro, what's with all the stealthy ass enemies right now? I'm gonna take a brief side quest into this area to look for some rats. And we have another toxic shock coming up, right? So we can hide from that in here. Can't even find any rats, sadly, but we're looking at least. That guy's just really pissed at that door in particular, it seems. What if he goes back and does it again? Nah, he's gonna go that way. He did just search this barrel, so surely he has no reason to do so again. He did smash the door again and close it as well. Come on, man. Leave it open one of these times. I'll be entering myself here. Oh, pardon me.
What the lizard sees to a data.
Excuse me. Got a random cough out of nowhere. Can get another rat here. And we can honestly just stick with the brick here and go grab 3 of our...
Just need protein.
No protein. I want to check this room actually. For one more rat maybe. What? Okay, that one I have less of an excuse for. It does not look like a rat, but I just thought it was one. Don't see any in there either. Damn, I feel like I've gotten a bit unlucky here. I thought I would be done with the rats. You okay there, Giants? You doing alright? Maybe don't stand in one place for 45 minutes? That would be lovely. Oh, just turn around and go back. He's just the door smasher. That's just who he is. That was really awkward. Okay, we're about to just take damage because of toxic shock. Woo! We made it inside barely. Everywhere I looked, it was a blocked hiding spot, but we pulled it off there, thankfully. Alright. Oh, this dude is still here. Come on, man. He doesn't seem to have a whole lot of variety in his pathing. Maybe this room, we can do one quick peek. Damn. Where are the rats? And of course he just smashed this door open and closed it, and then smashed it open and closed it again. He just is a bit of a one-trick pony, this guy. Oh my god. I regret coming in here so much. Okay, you know what? Fuck you. I did not fuck up now. You did by pissing me off. But okay. Let's just go grab. We'll just grab all four since we've used our brick for other purposes. And he shouldn't come too far into Sector C. He would be out of the area he likes to be in, I guess. And I'm just gonna wait out another toxic in this barrel because there's likely one coming soon enough, and we don't really want to be caught outside with that one grunt. There it is. I wonder if people have invasions on for this, if anybody's getting invaded on toxic shock. What even do the invaders take damage from the toxic? Surely they do, right? I mean, there's no way. Because that would be so fried. They could just pull you out of your hiding spot in the middle of toxic shock. Because they would, I mean, they are obviously going to much more easily know where you're at than the enemies. Grunt is right there. I'm just gonna hope he has good intentions. Nice. So this grunt is being remarkably tolerant of my actions this time around. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna get all four of them done again, so we just have two more to go. Sadly, those two more are back in. Those two more are back at the at the spot where Coil is, so we are gonna have to go all the way back there. And we still need two more rats, despite my best efforts in finding some. Boy, that's a long animation. Okay. Maybe we can dip into this room on my right here to find at least one. There we go. I'm once again counting my luck that that wasn't the Jaeger, since we would have been in pretty deep trouble. They would have had to like run all the way to B, and like immediately, if I heard her alarm, I would have had to run all the way to B and hopefully find a hiding spot quickly without being spotted there. We just need one more rat, which we can likely find in the area where Coil is, or even on the way out. Always important not to forget on this trial for whatever reason, as I always say, because it doesn't make a lot of sense. There is like built-in exit rush in the same vein as Deface the Futtermans and Eliminate the Past, where you will have the shuttle arrive when you press the final objective button. And you can just immediately run out. Alright. Let's grab our last two packets and make our leave. I don't really mind just using my stun there. Okay. Would have annoyed me if the pitcher then hit me as a result of that, but we managed to get away from him. Just because the ending shouldn't really pose a problem. And just getting here more quickly is preferable. I am gonna, I guess, wait another toxic out just to not, I don't know, not risk anything. I really don't want to redo this trial, that's for sure. Can't remember what else, if there's anything else that's like annoying in this, but this is certainly got to be the most annoying of the MKs here. And there's warning ass incoming once again. I wonder if I guess I probably will get to my relapse level before we finish up here, so that's pretty cool. And then after I finish this video, I'm gonna go do some rebirths, since I've got to work on gotta get those tokens down before the stream tonight. And we will we'll hit the 100 and get the 100 trophy, which is pretty cool. Odds he checks that. Oh, I could have done it. No, I could have done it. Well, maybe. It would have been close. Of course I land directly in glass, so if we even had a flawless, it's gone now, but we of course manipulated the fact that the gate was about to close to lock that guy out from potentially finding and hitting us. No! Why is there a pouncer under there? I was literally here earlier, bro. Why did just like randomly a pouncer decided it was time to move locations? Like, that's so annoying. Oh, what a lame way to take damage. I mean, I had literally been there before and jumped that spot. There was no pouncer. And I hadn't gotten pounced or... I mean, where did I stun Coil? I stunned Coil like right here. And the pouncer... I mean, did it really hit the pouncer that's like... that was in the area where we got the drugs from? And that caused her to move? I don't know. Do pouncers just move sometimes on their own? I don't think so. Never lucky, bro. That's all there is to it. Also important to note, by the way, once you've finished your drug packets, Coil is gone, as far as I understand. So you don't have to worry about him. No, yeah, see, that bouncer's still there. So I don't know. I don't know why that happened. I'm just looking to see if we have the rat in a nice, easy, guaranteed spot here. We do. So we've got the rat. Now let's get the hell out of here. I mean, I think we should still be okay on the grade, but that just pisses me off since... I mean, it was very easy to see her and very clear that she was there too, but I had already been through there, so I thought there is no way that there's a pouncer here. And yeah, of course, again, this ending is just completely free. You're never gonna run into issues there, pretty much. And that's C's right there. So yeah, that is it. A+, 16 minutes, 52 seconds. Sees Narcotics, Toxic Shock, Psycho Surgery here. And yeah, you're really seeing what Toxic Shock does to these trial completion times. But yeah, that's probably the longest MK, but we'll see what else we have coming up next. Alright, we're here on the fun park for Redeem Your Freedom. Should be a good time. This trial, obviously one that I covered very recently in my Fun Park Overexplained video. Hope you guys have been enjoying that series. It's been pretty fun to make. And you know, the next map, which is of course Courthouse, will be the last one that has like a lot of trials. And but I'll still cover the others probably. Although I might hold off on. I probably will hold off on Resort until it gets at least 2 MKs, maybe 3. Might even hold off on Shopping Mall till it gets 3 MKs. I don't really know. But I mean, even Suburb doesn't have 3 MKs, so it's hard to decide at this point because of I'm just so unsure of what their current plan is for upcoming content. But this is a bit annoying, isn't it? But we'll see. Okay. Either way, I think the next video I make will probably be the Variators tier list. So that should be pretty fun. And then we'll have Countdown coming. What are you doing right there, random guy? Oh, I didn't take damage. Oh, I got spotted by a giant, I guess. Bro, fuck Toxic Shock. Like, what? Why is that guy at the shuttle? By the way, can we figure that one out? Just to screw me over in particular? Because you're so great frickin' job, dude. Anyway, yeah, we'll have the countdown, and then I will have the critique of Outlast 1 done, is my goal. And I mean, the most time-consuming part technically is the editing of the footage, but I think the hardest part mentally and just, you know, in terms of the process of making the entire video is the script writing and recording. So now that I'm done with that part, like I feel like I don't know, like mentally I find the hardest part is doing that, like being able to sit down and write the script or do the voice over is what takes me the longest time, like over an extended period, if that makes sense. Like it'll take me, you know, several days or you know, not even several days, like maybe even a couple of weeks of writing sessions to come up with a reasonable script sometimes. Or some, I mean, I've only done 2 of these now. I don't know why I'm saying sometimes. And then feeling in the mood and having the voice, I guess, warm up and everything to record the voiceover also ends up taking a while usually, but it's the script writing that probably takes the most time. But then like the editing, I feel like I can more easily do all at once or like in a short time span, because once I have the footage, I mean, it's just getting it, like there's not much ambiguity in how I need to do the editing, I guess. I don't know. I'm just yapping at this point. We're still doing the trial. I considered restarting when that giant spotted and tossed me, but I've decided to press on with things and hopefully don't regret that. I mean, so far we haven't had any more mistakes. No bathroom ticket, surprisingly. Usually you get one in there. Finish off our secondary with that rat. What the hell? Where are all the tickets, man? This screamer being quite annoying. Here's one. Gotta hit that screamer there with the bottle to... What the f... Bro, for some reason the giant that's up in the root canal goes down those stairs, like, sometimes. Don't know why. I don't think she should be able to get me in here. She shouldn't know I went in the locker, probably. So we should be okay. Still need 2 more from upstairs, which are probably like in the 2 small rooms near the fireplace room, and then one in that big room, I would guess. And then downstairs, where is our final ticket? I don't know for sure. Okay, we have that open now if we need it. Is she gonna see me? Okay. I guess that works out. I didn't get to put them all in, but I think that's enough. Oh, we actually know that there's one over here. I heard it earlier. So this should be our last one from downstairs over here somewhere. Probably through this door. Because we were over there at the gate earlier and I heard the noise. There it is. And yeah, so we need 2 more from upstairs because we have 1 in our inventory, so we can carry everything, so not the biggest waste of time, thankfully. Another screamer, of course, always being annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna smash into this. That blocked door. Dude, pouncers have been out of control in this flashback. Of course, this window's blocked, so we have to take an awkward run around. And yeah, there should be 1 in here, and then 1 in one of these 2 small rooms over there to the left. Hello? Pray we don't get spotted. That's just how it goes when you're jumping into these hiding spots in the light. 2 lockers and a barrel all blocked in that room is kind of crazy. I mean, limited hide spots 1, but I would expect that kind of thing from limited hide spots 2, I guess, is what I would say. But anyway, completed. Is there someone in there? No. This is where we want to go to check. I'd expect it to be in this room then. Yep. We've got all our tickets. Just need to drop those off and get back to the exit, which we should hopefully be able to do. That's just annoying, bro. I guess I'm just gonna go all the way around and through the... Why wouldn't it be locked? Who's locking the stairs door, bro? Go all the way around and through here. Might as well. Oh, and the goose is just leaving, which is perfect timing for us to get this done. Hopefully we can get out of here before the toxic shock. I mean, the run back to the shuttle isn't too long. Let's see. Oh, the goose is right there. Make sure to be ready for that grunt who loves to show up. And smash the like button. So despite getting yoinked out of that barrel by the giant, I don't think we had any other demerits after that, so our grade should be intact. I don't think I even ended up using the stun on anybody. Here we go. Give it to Gooseberry on the way out. Always gotta do such things. And we should be good. Ooh, just before the toxic shock comes in as well. And that is A plus 9 minutes, 33 seconds. Redeem your freedom, toxic shock psychosurgery. Not too bad, honestly. And we did get our final task completion of 5 tasks, or sorry, 5 trials. So yeah, that means we've got 4 more to go, and I'll probably be doing my relapse after the next one. See you guys there. Next up, we are here on the courthouse for Sentence the Prosecuted, so this should be interesting. I feel like I still don't have a great grasp of where all of the symbols are on this trial, to be honest, but we'll see how well we can do here with finding them. Additionally, this seems like it won't be too bad for Toxic Shock because both sides of the entire map are pretty much completely in darkness, so you shouldn't have too much trouble getting away from enemies if needed to get to a hiding spot quickly. Of course, this is the Daily Wordle. Let's see what we get for our first letter. U. I don't actually know if there's any other words other than the weird one, like usury or whatever it's called, that I'd never heard of until I've done this trial, that have a U in the middle, so I guess we'll see. But that might be the word. If not, it might be in the crawl space here. Yeah. This one's so weird. It's like not even a lineup barely. You just stand here. I don't know. 697 for the star, pentagram, whatever. Probably try and find the other lineup and then wait out a toxic before going out. Oh, cool. Just there goes a demerit on some random sharp glass. That's blocked. Desk. Okay. A little bit awkward there with the Night Hunter being present. That's not good. Okay. There's actually a spot we can lose her right over here, thankfully. Hadn't had Jaeger in quite a bit, so... Thankfully the timing was just perfect. But yeah, here's double crawl space, so... She should leave. Although she certainly could, like, go for some grab cheese on us in there. I don't know where our symbol could be. Maybe out in the courtroom. Oh, it's in here. There we go. So we have 697 for star. This one includes the adrenaline that's on the counter. And there's that. So hopefully we can go put these in real quick before the next toxic comes around. And we're also out of the rig, or the no rig side, which is nice. Okay, fuck this. Yeah, it's that weird word. Usury. I forget what it means even. I looked it up when I got it for the first time because I'd never seen it before. But yeah, we need to go this side now and we can hide. So timing worked out well there for us. 3 more rats still, so need to be on the lookout for those. But just 2 more symbols. And I saw we have like Crush, and Crush is going to be so annoying. Why would they put Crush in this, bro? It's like anything that needs like specific timing, like obviously picking up the boxes off the conveyors is just a pain in the ass on Toxic Shock. Grab that. And also poison the cattle, so we have some not ideal stuff coming up towards the end here. I didn't totally look at what the final MK is, but we'll see when we get there. Is it here in the crawl space? Oh no, it's... I guess it's in the next room over, because it keeps unflipping on me. A quick 1, 2, 3 rats there to finish off the secondary. We got this weird triple layer spiral, which is 0, 5, 8. And everything's boarded up as usual to cause maximum disturbance. Let's see, maybe it's in the big room here, otherwise in that tiny exposed room. Yep, it's in here. Where? There. So 058 was Spiral. This is Skull. There we go. And that can't be Jaeger, so we're okay. And we should, yeah. I'm gonna say we should be getting another Toxic here, and we can go put in the last 2 codes and hopefully be gone. 058, and then whatever's on our reader right now, and we'll be good to go. Just gotta wait for that lovely completed sound. Picture, of course, camping our hiding spot like an actual bitch. I just knew he was gonna do some stupid turnaround search bullshit right there, which is why I didn't come out. He goes back. I fucking hate the picture so much. 058. Okay. Smash like and get the hell out of here. I feel like we might get a toxic shock here though. Nope, we actually made it. So good. Yeah, that overall went very smoothly. I think we only had the one demerit when we jumped over that desk and directly onto some glass. But the timing on everything was nice, well executed, if I do say so myself. And then we got an A+ in 7 minutes, 36 seconds, sentence prosecuted, toxic shock, psychosurgery here. And yeah, triggered 1 sound trap is all we messed up on. And that is level 99, so I'm going to be heading in for my 58th relapse here, which is pretty cool. And yeah, we'll be heading to the next trial, which will be, I believe, Crush. So I'll see you guys when we arrive. Alright, we are here on Crush. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, I could see this one getting a little bit... Ooh, Stamina Booster's really good. I could see this one getting a little bit sticky as a result of... no throwables. As a result of mainly C and E. Like, if we get caught there with Toxic Shock on the way, we could be in trouble. We also have a Jaeger spot that we can lose her right there, although it's also easy to close the box doors in her face with a box in hand to make her leave, so multiple options for that. Always good to point those things out to yourself, but especially important on Toxic Shock Trials and Cold Snap. 746 is the box number for over here. Grab ourselves a brick as well. There it is. I'm just gonna leave this here and then go maybe do the D box. D872. Not sure if this will be doable with Toxic Shock on the way, but... There we go, nice. Hope that's not Jaeger now. It's not. We can jump in our hiding spot. So 2 easy boxes down. Yeah, I've been leaving the boxes on the floor recently near the conveyor and then only putting them on the conveyor into the grinder or the crushing room when I think I can probably go just get them immediately. That's been helping out a little bit in terms of the time having to spend waiting. Gooseberry's going there. We can go to Sector E. I haven't used my stamina. I guess I'll just use it now. 851. Don't see the giant. Let's just pull. Get lucky. Yep. I'm just gonna stun there, honestly. I think it's worth it to be able to get the E-box. Hopefully guaranteed. I mean, I guess I'll move over here a little bit in case he happens to look down the ramp. Oh, damn. He did. So good thing I did that, I guess. He's still coming for us, actually. Surely he doesn't jump into this room, though, right? There's no way. Okay. Still there, though. I don't feel super confident about being able to get both of these immediately. I assume a toxic is coming soon, so I'll just wait out the toxic. I considered just going for Sector C. But yeah, I would have thought it was coming sooner rather than later. I also have 0 rats, so that's not good. Gonna want to look for some of those. Gooseberry's over here now.
Mother Gooseberry.
Hopefully she goes further into the area. She turned around. Is she gonna go back? Yes. And there's the Jaeger, who we know we can lose pretty easily. I'm just going to look around here for some rats first, and then I'll go ditch her in that crawl space room. Nothing. There we go. 2. Hi, Henrietta. 3. I don't think... Oh, there was one in here. Look at that, we're already at 4 rats, and I wouldn't honestly even be surprised if we did find one here when we're getting rid of her. And we do. This door obviously has potential to be a normal door, and then this doesn't work, so be aware of that if you go to try and use this. Sad that there's no hiding spot in here. We just heard the door close, meaning she is gone. And I think I'll go for this. Okay, so it's mine, then fake, then mine. We might be able to swing this. I don't think I'll make it, actually. Okay, I'll get one of them. Which isn't the worst. Oh yeah, I misjudged. I guess I didn't really misjudge. It would have been a misjudge of if it was this toxic shock timing, but just a bit unlucky that Gooseberry happened to be wandering back at that time. But we got one, and now we know that of the pair that's on that conveyor, mine is the one that's in the front. We just need to get the C box. That's the last generator we need to crank, of course, so hopefully we can go do that. It's nice that this window is open. 891. This is probably not worth it. Okay, I mean it worked out, so I'm happy with it. Time is of the essence here on Toxic Shock. And we got our box, so we're in good shape. The guy knows where we are, so we'll keep chasing in that direction. Get Gooseberry to swing so we have a window to drop the box. And maybe we can go pick up our other box if it happens to be coming around at this moment. Seems like it is pretty far away, but I'll just wait for it, since they're going to be on high alert over there for a while. Although she might just run all the way back here. Gooseberry can be kind of weird on this trial sometimes. but it is coming around the corner right about now. So if she shows up, we'll just throw the bottle to distract her for enough time to grab it. There we go. Box number 2. And we just need these 2 boxes over here. Okay, there's no avoiding this. We have another toxic here, so I can just hop in this locker. And that should give Gooseberry ample time to calm down and hopefully go to the other side of the map, which is right there. I always find it so weird that when they go for grabs like that, like what? Why do they do that? Particularly like enemies who can go through those gaps. I mean, like the Night Hunter does that a decent amount. So do the normal grunts. When they can very easily just go through that spot and check it. They go for a weird grab animation first. Oh, that's beautiful timing there. We of course also saw Gooseberry go the other way. So ideally it should all work out that we can quickly just go through this window and grab the box. Yes indeed. And yeah, I'm gonna go greedy with it. Well, I have regrets. Yeah, I was considering waiting for Gooseberry to come back to this area and then going for that, but I didn't feel like waiting that long. But now we have a box on the conveyor, and I'm not even 100% certain which box it is, which is pretty bad. I also don't like being stuck in this room with no hiding spots in it. The pitcher is a big threat here. Okay, that's traveling away from us. I think we're okay to jump in here. A little bit sketchy, a little bit sketchy. And yeah, I kind of regret going for the greedy approach on my box strategy, but can we get out of here in time, please? It's about to go by like... Wow, we're getting kind of fortunate to not have been seen there. And the pitcher, one of my most hated mechanics in the game, where enemies sprint back to their gate, but can still react and hit you. Okay, there's our final box. So we didn't really have a well-executed double box grabbing quickly strategy like I mentioned I tried to do. But you get the idea at least. It just didn't work out for me. Wow, Gooseberry's here already? That's crazy. Good thing our stun rig just came back off cooldown, so we are not in danger. And we can get out of here with what I believe is a flawless. So I'm pretty happy with that. 2 more trials left to go, and the next one's Poison the Cattle, so that'll be a trip, I'm sure. A+, 11 minutes, 5 seconds, Crush the Toys, Toxic Shock, Psycho Surgery here. Not a bad time. And yeah, no demerits. And we're starting yet another glorious relapse. We are 58 now. You love to see it. Currently working on getting my blind mine fully maxed. I think once I get relapse 60, I will have max blind, so that's pretty cool. Alright, I'll see you guys at Poison the Cattle. Okay, we are here on Poison the Cattle, so we'll see how this one goes. Can often be a bit of a pain with Franco camping the drop-off point, but we got a stamina booster, which will certainly help with getting around quickly. I usually go this way on this trial just because you can often find secondary objective items in these halls and on these shelves and things. But you do got to be careful for the many traps that are littering this entrance to this trial. Used to struggle quite a bit with this trial. Used to be one of my least favorites, but these days it's not too bad. You can usually bait Franco out if you get impatient, even just by trying to get him to go up that way. It can work out decently for you. And we might be doing that depending on how things go. Because we don't really have the luxury of waiting for a good timing necessarily. Since we have to be potentially hiding. Yeah, that grunt is there, so we're gonna... Okay, this is just... And the bottle does nothing. Well, we're just gonna restart. I mean, no matter where you hit a small grunt, a bottle should stagger them. So that is just garbage. And of course I get the most unlucky timing there too. He's up there at that one time while the other guy's pincering me. Whatever. We'll go again. Alright, let's try this again. And I always say, you know, I'm not gonna use bottles ever. Oh, and of course we sadly gave up our stamina booster. I guess I should have just toughed it out and dealt with the 1 damage, but it just felt like so early on in such a stupid spot. And in all truth, I might have just ended up dying there because I was in a really bad location compared to where that grunt was standing. So yeah. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I always say I'm not going to use bottles anymore for hitting enemies, but I mean, if you have nothing else, you gotta try and use the bottle, right? And I mean, that's a small grunt. Like, how does it not stop a small grunt from swinging? There are no words for the pure and unfiltered garbage that are bottles when you're trying to hit an enemy with them. Oh yeah, Screamer right there is just a treat, is it not? Okay, that guy's gonna have seen us. We do have the thingy down here again, at least. Okay, this guy's busting into the hallway, I hope, and not into the room we're in. And both hiding spots in this room are taken. He actually busted in 2 doors back to back. What a Chad. And yeah, we can just wait for the warning gas here. Timing works out nicely. Only problem I have is when I get toxic shock on this trial, sometimes I don't know when it's over if I'm not paying attention, because the gas doesn't really go away. I mean, it's a bit thicker when the toxic shock is going on, but there's still toxic gas in this area, so you can't just base it off of that. We do have another one here, so that's good. Of course, we always get a stupid laser in this hallway to make it just a little bit too slow. But we did at least get that nice hiding spot right there, which we can utilize to reset our timer on the whatever, on the toxicity. I guess I shouldn't be carrying around the adrenaline in my hand. That's a really annoying padlock, I must say. And I think I will go through the trouble. I'm actually gonna get hit here, aren't I? Okay. I saw that one barrel was like not available, like this one. So I wasn't sure I'd be able to find a hiding spot in time. We can get out here now, which is clean, breathable air. And hopefully there's a hiding spot. Like this chest over here is usually a nice one. Very good. And we just need to find the last thing, which is right here. So we're in pretty good shape so far. We still need 2 more rats. I was hoping to find one out here. We can also hide there, so I'll do that instead. But yeah, no rats to speak of. We can just probably quickly just dip into the casino and get 2 of them pretty quickly from in there. I said quickly twice. I'm a little bit stupid. Forgive me. Can we wait? There we go. Oh. There's usually rats all over these tables and everywhere. I'm surprised there's not one on the big counter here. There's one. And just one more right there. Hey man. Hope you forgive me, I'm just passing through here. And honestly, I'm gonna use this. I should have grabbed the one that I put on the floor. Okay, we can just jump this and be fine. Because we do need to get the one that's down here still. Okay, I think that did get his attention. You can grab this. Oh, he's gonna turn around. Ooh. There we go. So we're still obviously gonna have to... I love the vaulting. We're still obviously gonna have to go back and get those 2 through the gate, but... I mean, better than dealing with that grunt in that hallway, certainly. Whoa. Okay, that is just perfect. We can just completely sprint. I think this is worth it. Because I know that there's a bank of lockers right over here. And surely one of those will be available. Whew! 2 out of the 3 were destroyed, but thankfully it was okay. So yeah, I mean, knowing where large amounts of hiding spots are like this is obviously very valuable for Toxic Shock Cold Snap. Gonna save you very often. And there's usually plenty of locker banks on... Oh! Jesus. There's usually banks of lockers on most maps. Like, there's one right here, which I also know about. Okay, that was close, but we got out of there. I guess I'll just take this longer route around. Although I don't really like it, to be honest. I'll probably go through the casino here. That's the safest approach in my mind. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Also, I checked, we have Kidnap the Mistress as our final trial, so that'll be a grand old time. Say hi to the lads and everything. Gotta love the lads. So yeah, I mean, it might be a little bit close call to go for this immediately, but since they're already in front of the gate, I think I'm gonna go for it. Unfortunately, the green locker is broken, so we're gonna need to find a different hiding spot. Okay, I'll get in this barrel for the upcoming Toxic Shock. We managed to move one of the poison bottles pretty decently far up. Don't know where Franco is. I guess he was maybe behind the drop-off point. I hear him. He's over there, I think. Yeah. He just went under us. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the other one right now. Ideally, we don't set off that screamer, because he could end up in a more annoying spot than he already is. Alright. Pusher. It would be nice to get these done now. But with the pusher... Oh, he's coming up here. He shouldn't see me. Franco also coming this way. I expected the pusher to go towards the train yard and through the door down those stairs with that throw. Man, what a dumb... I will never stop raging about that bullshit mechanic. He's going back to the EIG, so he full sprints, but happens to run straight into my face, and then I get psychosis, and now I can't even get into a hiding spot because of the damn Skinner Man, who of course chips my health by the tiniest little amount just to give me the damage to merit. We are loving things here. Like, obviously I had subpar reaction time and could have stunned him, so, you know, my fault there. But it's still bullshit. Like, if he hadn't been moving at the speed of light already, I would have had plenty of time to switch to the throwable I would rather use. Are you serious? And of course the fucking pitcher is here. Don't we love it? Oh my god, like this went so smoothly up to this point. And now we're probably gonna... Jesus Christ. And now we're probably gonna have to get another toxic shock before we can even go for the damn poison, because this stupid fucking pitcher is here. Oh. Like, I don't hate the fact that he's ranged. I hate the fact that he cheats so blatantly and just somehow just always seems to be in your way. Like, Franco is not ranged, sorry, but he doesn't even cheat as blatantly as the pitcher. Although his range is suspect at times, he's not just going to turn around on the spot quite as often just because he knows where you are. At least that's what it seems like happens. And I'm sure I'll believe in my head that the pitcher's gone now and go to pour the poison and he'll Molotov me in the back of the head. This I highly expect. What the fuck? Yeah, basically almost happened. And now he's going to spend 100 times longer looking for me. Or did he leave immediately? A mysterious individual. Okay, he went there. We can pour this. Get the stun, and that should do it. Despite the best efforts of everyone, I think we'll still be okay. I mean, sanity loss and damage is pretty bad, but I don't know. I really hope we're good, because I do not want to redo this. And that was such a bullshit psychosis anyway, so it shouldn't even count, right? Oh, thank God. A plus 13 minutes, 10 seconds, poison the cattle, toxic shock, psycho surgery. And, yeah, 1 damage, 1 sanity loss. Crazy. Crazy scenes here. But just one more trial left, which is going to be Kidnap, so we should be good to go. Alright, heading in to downtown for the final trial of Toxic Shock, Kidnap the Mistress. This one not really timing related at all, so we don't have to worry about anything like that. And there's just one drop off, so this is pretty ideal for this this flashback. We don't have to, you know, none of the complaints I've been crying about the entire time quite come into play here. And we have the lads as well, of course.
That's the good shit. Let me hit that.
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
We gotta get the line.
Real bad. Discipline the little bastard. Make him stand at attention.
At ease, soldier. Love it. Never gets old, does it? It really just doesn't. Is there a rat here? Yes. Another, perhaps? Greed? Lockpick to open this thing? Nope. Alright, let's start the trial. Let's just get it started. And was there maybe a rat, like... I guess I maybe hallucinated. But, okay, the window's not open, which I don't like. Franco's there. Always good to try and look immediately into the parking lot to see if the lads are there, because that'll indicate where one of the radios at least is. I usually check. Okay, Giant is there, which is good knowledge. No, there. I honestly don't. I mean, I feel like I kind of do know all of the radios at this point, but I'm not 100% certain on where all of the mannequin locations are that point to every radio. Should be a barrel here, or if not, then a hiding spot in here, or if not, I guess I'm just a fucking moron and I'm gonna take damage because every hiding spot in this entire room is taken. Limited hide spots 1, by the way. I mean, guys, we'll be back when I return to the trial. Alright, similar to Poison the Cattle, we had a bit of a false start there. Let's run it back. I mean, that's kind of crazy that every hiding spot in that room was destroyed. And then we just run face first into the picture. I mean, it is what it is, you know. That'll just be a restart for me. We won't subject everyone to sitting there again with the lads. No rat there this time. Maybe in the other direction. The lockpick we wanted is there, but yeah, it doesn't look like there's any rats. Let's get out here. Thankfully this is open, which I will just use and get screamered instantly, but it's okay. I like to do that to bring Franco over here, kind of. And then we can kind of be safe coming out of the snack bar on the other side here. Although there's a fence here anyway. I guess we'll go into the bank vault. So far, no sign. Although that has me suspicious that there might be a radio back here. If we're lucky. We are not lucky. I think that's the only one in the upper sewers, aside from the one that's inside the bank vault, and that one has the lads, like, outside. You can see them. Get spotted by that guy, and then potentially go around. Everything is taken again. We'll hide here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to being done with this. Just not a fan of Toxic Shock at all. And next week will be much more fun. Countdown. I wonder if they're gonna put Despoil in. That will be a trip. Also, an interesting little fun fact, I guess, about Countdown is that during the actual Countdown event, there was a Countdown 2 variator that severely decreased the number of time extenders that would spawn. And that has seemingly been scrubbed from existence. Here we finally have a radio. I assume that won't be back in the flashback. I don't think it was in the first time at flashback, but that would be crazy. Letter B is what we've got here. Kind of trying to look for rats at the same time. Maybe there's one in Subway or Central. Probably Garage. And then we also need to check Motel, so... You know, not exactly efficient pathing here. It must be said. But hey, we do find one here in the speakeasy. And I hear like a giant. I hope they don't come in here. Let's see what mannequin we have. B2, which is the scythe wielding, you know, blue mannequin. So now we've got that. Good thing we didn't get Jaeger right there. That would have been bad. And we should be good to go. Just need to get the location, of course. You can still cheese this trial by not listening for the letter and number and then going and picking up the mannequins and just dropping them in the location that you're given. They still haven't patched that, which is surprising since they patched box cheesing so quickly on Toy Factory. I figured he would be coming back right as the thing ended and trying to catch me, which did happen, so good thing. Look at that! Twice in one video we get the bullshit head smack on the cans, man. I'm over it. I'm just over it, bro. Like, why is that even possible? I don't know. Get this Berserker out of here. Downtown Berserker is really a menace. No photo booth. It's got to be somewhere in the motel then. Although I don't immediately see them. Maybe I am the blindest. That is always possible. 2 more rats, 1 more now. I'm just going to smash this and go inside. Should be able to... Oh, that is a really annoying blockage. I guess I'll continue along. Where have I not... I mean, I haven't looked inside the garage. Or can they... Could it have been at Central even? We might need to go back there. I would love my last rat. There's surely one in the laundry. Yes. There we go. I guess I'll go back over to Central. I don't know what else I haven't checked necessarily. There's plenty of hiding spots around here, so surely one of them is open, right? Jesus. Limited hide spots 1 is doing work on this map for some reason. I mean, limited hide spots 2 would have removed them all. We would have had none at all to deal with, to utilize there. Kind of crazy. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the countdown run, and then who knows what's happening on February 10th again. We haven't gotten any teasers or info from the devs yet. And so, yeah, we were currently in the dark as to... Dude! Fuck! I should have just thrown immediately, but I didn't react quickly enough. And now this screamer... And now I have no health. And of course it is in Central, so we spent an eternity going the wrong way. Let's see what... Hopefully we don't have to like go all the way back to laundry or something for our... Irish pub. Okay, so it's right upstairs with the scythe wielding mannequin, as we deduced. And we are not looking great on health. I'll actually drink this and use the bandage, because that's like double the points back for using 2 items. Go that way. How's that sound? Don't walk directly towards me. Wouldn't it be a crazy concept? Alright, let's jump in here. And I have no idea where this... Of course, there's another screamer, dude! Why must I suffer? And this guy actually sees me. And the screamer's chasing me! There's our mannequin. There should be at least 1 or 2 hiding spots in here. They're It's taken, of course. It's taken, bro. Why must I suffer like this? What is going on? I mean, it doesn't even matter if I find a hiding spot now. My grade is probably screwed here. But we have our girl. God, I'm just getting hosed completely on every front. Hopefully, I'm just sending here. Fuck it. No point in wasting time in what will potentially not even be a run. Oh my god, what is this delay? Let me press. Hide behind the ice cream thing. Or whatever it is. Hot dogs. Later, Franco, dumbass. Come on, give me the A+ for that, please, please. I want out of toxic shock hell. No, no, no. Okay, surely this will be. We can come on, right? You know what I mean? Okay, we got a stamina booster, which is nice. That is not nice, definitely. Can't quite tell if there's a brick there because of the annoying variator popping up in my face. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look. They're not looking great for. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that because that could be very annoying at the ending, especially because there's glass on this side. Hey, yo, you could totally brick that guard in the head, bro. Or you know, he's living life on the edge up there. What's he thinking? Alright, let's get this. Oh, I can't believe we got an A, bro. I looked at the report. I definitely should have gotten an A+ there, bro. I did so much other stuff to, like, bring back the grade. I got hosed. I don't care what you think. It's true. We're doing a bit of a grief here since now Franco will be in an unknown location, but we finally got our lockpick alongside the locked thing up there, so I'll be damned if I'm not gonna take it. And this is an incredibly annoying spot right there. I'm not gonna repeat our pathing from last time. That seemed, let's just say, suboptimal. Can I peek here? I don't immediately see any of them, but they can pretty easily blend into the normal mannequins that show up. Okay, we have speakeasy here. I mean, I gotta bash this in. Of course, that hiding spot's taken. That's padlocked. Barrel. It's gonna take too long. There's a crawl space in the other room, and I get hit by a fucking door trap. Oh my god. How do I just get completely hosed like this? Over and over. Like... oh my god. I don't even know what to say at this point. Except, fuck this. Fuck toxic shock. It is horrible. I'm so glad they made winter kills into permafrost this year. It would have been dark times running cold snap again. B. And this bitch just got straight back into there, and we have Jaeger, and everything is just the absolute worst that it can possibly be. We're loving it. We have electric room radio. Of course, it's locked. I'm hitting the edge of my mouse pad somehow. B1 is the one with the paddle. Wait, what? We got double electric room radio? That's crazy. Okay, I'll take it. B1 in the hotel. So Henrietta is here. I'm gonna get killed. That was a stupid idea. We still need 4 more rats, so that is like kind of priority right now. But the hotel is a fairly rat abundant location, I would say generally. Franco is below us. Yeah, I mean, if we go all the way over here and like hide under a bed or something, which is going to be taken probably. I mean, this is hopefully a good enough. It probably isn't, to be honest, for the Jaeger, but if I could have gone through the crawl space, would have helped. Completed. Oh my god, I did that at the exact right time. That was kind of cool. So yeah, I mean, there you have it. We actually had an example of needing to do that. That's how, I mean, that's all there is to it. It is a bit of a problem when she comes out and there's, you know, it's like after you've already found and selected your hiding spot for the duration. Of course, we just have no mannequins. I don't know where this mannequin is. And we're gonna have to brick. I mean, where's the best place? I guess once she's back here. Yeah, that's... I mean, is it in here? No. Probably downstairs or some bullshit. The motel is the worst place you can get. It's actually huge. Maybe I already saw it even. Of course there's a fucking screamer in here too. Because why not? There it is right there. Henrietta never far behind, of course. But hopefully we can beeline it to snack bar with this. There's a pouncer under that desk. Oh my god. Okay. This should be sufficient distance on Jaeger. Yeah, I mean, she should be gone by now because two toxic shocks is like a total of 3 minutes. Or no, wait. No, she wouldn't be gone just yet. Or, I mean, she's either gone already or she'll be gone soon. Regardless, we've dealt with her without forcing her to leave. Although forcing her to leave is, of course, preferable if you do know where and how to do so. And I highly recommend learning those things as you play. So far, just the 1 damage. I'm hoping we can keep it together here. Of course, this shit is padlocked, so I gotta go look for a rat somewhere else. So we still need 1 more. I think she would be here by now, so she's gone, I guess. Any rats? Any rats upstairs? Maybe. There's a lot of shelves in here, so I would expect to find one here. And of course, there's somehow not. Okay, there we go. We have 2 rigs, so we should be using that to avoid. And I messed up here by trying to go to the padlocked door. Oh my god, if I stepped on that, I would have been furious with myself, I won't lie. Alright. Good knowledge of Franco. We can just run in here. And the stun should guarantee our victory. Well, maybe not with a fucking additional person coming out. Nothing's ever easy, is it? Nothing's ever easy. But yeah, I mean, I know I normally talk about my thoughts on events in the last trial. I think I've made my thoughts on this one perfectly clear as time has gone on in this this entire video. Don't like. Do not like. The rats is a good secondary, but otherwise I hate it. Okay, this fucking guy. I mean, of course, the pusher comes in there in the stupidest way and was about to go sprinting off into Narnia, and then Franco blind fire barely touches me from miles away through the car almost. Oh my god, it's gonna do it to me, isn't it? It's gonna take away my A+ again. Oh, thank God. A+ in 8 minutes, 35 seconds. Kidnap the Mistress. Toxic shock psychosurgery. And yeah, I am done with that for sure. Oh, we got caught by door traps too. So honestly, I'm surprised it didn't take it away again. But I will certainly not question nor complain, as I have had more than enough of toxic shock for the next 1,000 years. Hopefully it never comes back, and I only have to deal with it on the off chance I run into it in escalation. But yeah, 9 straight trials of it is something that I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy, to be quite frank with you. Tasks are all done. Tasks were pretty cool. Next we have, again, Countdown, although probably on like Sunday or Monday, some Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, I will be releasing the Variators tier list before Countdown. Then we'll have Countdown, and the following video after that will be the Outlast 1 critique. If this video is actually out in time, which it might not be because of how long it took me and how long it'll take to render and process, do be sure to tune into the stream tonight on Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for some custom trials with Dash Cots and Bluriot. Not Saint retired. And then tomorrow I'll be streaming around my normal time, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon Eastern, for probably 5 or 6 hours. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of Toxic Shock in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.